72-year-old American Ric O'Barry has become the face of dolphin activism, having spent 40 years rescuing dolphins in captivity. That wasn't the case though when he first worked with dolphins. Mr. O'Barry started out as the trainer of the dolphins that played the character of Flipper in the popular television series of the same name in 1964.
The thing that turned me around was the death of Flipper, of Kathy. And she was really depressed. I could feel it. I could see it. And she committed suicide in my arms.
Since then, he has placed the welfare of dolphins above all else, including taking part in the award-winning documentary The Cove that exposes the ugly side of dolphin trade in Taiji, Japan. He was here in Singapore to help lobby against Resorts World Sentosa importing wild-caught dolphins for its new marine park.
The bigger they are, the richer they are, the more arrogant they are, and they know, Resorts World knows they're wrong. They capture them from the wild. They're going to drag them kicking and screaming into that tank so that they can accommodate the privileged rich people who can afford to be there. At the same time, they're saying, we're doing this in the name of conservation. And so they're hypocrites.
Those are very big, harsh words you're using.
They are. And I realize you have to be careful what you say in Singapore because of lawsuits. But I think it's very abusive what they're doing, tearing wildlife out of the wild. And I think it's hypocritical. And if they want to sue me, I'll take that on. I'd be happy to debate that issue in court with them. Well, it's all about the money, and they should admit that. They should just tell the truth. The truth is, this is free enterprise. We have a right to do this in the name of profit, and that's why we're doing it. If they told that, I would have some respect for them. At least they would be telling the truth, instead of this business about education and conservation and research. You know, I've heard that for the last 40 years.
What do you think RWS should do now? Release the dolphins?
I think Resorts World should do the right thing. Admit they made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. Capturing dolphins from the wild to put in this resort was wrong. It was a bad idea. They should take them back. They'll find out that they can be successfully released into the wild. But they're saying it's impossible. You can't teach a dolphin to catch a fish if it's been in captivity for 3 years. They can teach the same dolphin to catch a ball, but they can't teach it to catch a fish. I'm sorry, I'm not that stupid. Dolphins have been around for 65 million years. They know how to catch a fish. What they're lacking is the cooperation to get them back home so they can catch their own fish.
But there have been instances where dolphins get killed in the wild, right?
Yeah, there are instances where dolphins get killed in the wild. There are instances where people walk out of a room and they get hit by a car, or they get AIDS, or they die from something. That doesn't mean we should stay in this room for the rest of our life to protect ourselves.
You've done a lot of crazy things. We've seen on the Cove, and obviously before that, you released dolphins. How crazy will you get in Singapore?
Well, I'm not going to get crazy in Singapore, and I've not done any crazy things. I have been arrested before for trying to stop the traffic in captive dolphins, specifically captures of dolphins. That was a long time ago. What it is, we're going to do this campaign to try to get the dolphins back to the Solomon Islands. I've got to meet with my colleagues. There are many, many other environmental groups, animal protection groups, the whale and dolphin protection community I have to consult with, and we have to figure out what to do about this.
Okay.
Mr. O'Barry said he will return to Singapore to keep the cause alive. Watch our other clips as local activists and RWS have their say.